So this video is intended mostly for beginning people who have not collected stamps ever or who want to get into it more. But of course, if you're already a stamp collector, I hope you also enjoy this video. So what I'll be showing here today is I'll be basically proving how easy it is to collect stamps. You really need almost nothing. It's not like if you want to get into skiing, where you got to buy gigantic equipment that costs a lot of money and you have to keep it it's big stuff. This is actually very small stuff. So what do you absolutely need to get started with collecting stamps? All you really need, as far as materials are concerned, is tongues and a stockbook. And if you want to collect envelopes, in my case, the way that I choose to do it is with these Itoya 24-page presentation books, in which you can take any envelope cover, whether it's a modern cover or an old cover, and just put it in here. That's just the way that I do it. There are many other types of equipment you can get. You can get albums, or where you mount the stamps on the album. I don't do that, but you can also do that. But there you have it. All you really need is this. Now, my personal advice on tongues is don't get cheapo ones, in my opinion, that are really wide at the tip. I like these, for instance. These are Shogard, and I got these. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, these are Shogard. These are the only tongues. Yeah, it says Shogard, made in Germany. GO2, I think it says. Anyways, I bought these tongues in 1980, 1981. So they're 45 years old. And these are the only tongues I've ever owned for stamp collecting. That's it. These are the only ones. This is the only pair of tongues that I've ever owned. And so, yeah, I would recommend going all out and getting a really nice pair of tongues, high quality. These are made in Germany, very high quality. And that's all you're ever going to need. As far as stock books, I like Lighthouse. They're made also in Germany. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but they're really good. I prefer black pages to white pages, but I also have white pages somewhere, and they're fine. And you can get one of these. This is, I think this is like a 24-page also, but you can get them as 48. You can get them as 12. You can get them thinner or thicker. I like these. They're about an inch in thickness. Yeah. So now that you have your tongues and you have your stock book and you have maybe like a presentation book for covers, then what about literature? You're probably going to need some kind of a catalog for whatever country you collect. If you collect US, you're probably going to want a Scott catalog. If you collect France, you're probably going to want an Evert catalog, which I have a thin, concise Evert somewhere. But in my case, lately I've been getting into 19th century French stamps. Finally, after many years of thinking about it, I have Marie. So I have the Marie catalog. Now also, once you get into the hobby, or you're really enjoying the hobby, I know I'm a budget stamp collector. There are limitations to how much money I can spend. You can also find on eBay, and sometimes you can order them directly from the auction house if you find out about a sale. You can get auction catalogs for things that are well outside your buying range. This great collection by Mayer, for the 5-cent 1856, is such an example. And I'll be making videos about some of these auction catalogs. I've actually collected them over the years. I have Ishikawa, I have Klein. For German states, I have Boker, a few. I don't have all of the Boker catalogs. Whatever I bought from somebody on eBay is whatever that person had. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. It's gonna be short, almost like to make the point that you really only need you really only need very little. There's very little, very small footprint to get into stamp collecting. Of course, you're gonna need at some point to get stamps, either covers or, and I think there's a few stamps in this book, and I'll be making videos about these French stamps over a long period of time, but let me see where I put them. Yeah, here they are. So yeah, so you're gonna get some stamps to put in your book.